You guys hear that? Quiet and peaceful. Hey, this is Natural for You, better known as Naturally Fantastic. It is the day after Christmas. Actually, it's nighttime. It's nighttime. As you seen in my last video, if you checked out my last video, for you viewers who are only viewing, I said that I would keep all of my videos approximately under 5 minutes. I may go over just a little bit, so just be patient with me. But in my topic, I said, well, in my description, I think I said I had like 4 topics or something. I'm just going to go down the list. I had to write down some things, but I'm so glad that you clicked on my video, and you will only see videos as such, Hangouts, live, in my playlist under beautiful stories. Okay. Everybody doesn't have a beautiful story to tell, but I do because I embrace beautiful stories. I hate negativity. I don't like to entertain the drama. I try not to as much as possible. However, again, you would only see the beautiful story. So check out my playlist, and if you want to hear something uplifting or something beautiful, or if you haven't heard what goes down right here in the DMV where I am, then that's where you're here. Well, first, I want to start off with letting you guys know that I had a pretty nice Christmas. It was pretty good. Nothing too over the top. I didn't travel or anything like that. I did go to my daughter. So in that last video, if you go and look to check out Christmas Day or something, I don't know what I did, but the cake and the pie is gone. Okay, I did have to take that over to my daughter's house. I really did. That was not for me. So that's where it stayed. That's where it got ate, and it's no longer here. All right. Be with you. I'll come in peace, and I'm going to leave in peace. All right. Now listen. Number one, let me tell you guys that one of the beautiful stories that got my attention today, that I heard right here on Fox 5 DC, which is WTTG in Washington DC, was a story about the two little guys who survived a stabbing from their dad last month, who lived in District Heights. It warmed my heart again, like most stories do when it comes down to children. Um, for Christmas, they did get their wish as well. Okay, their wish was to have a beautiful Christmas, and so was their mom's. Okay, and you can look the story up. I'll try to put the link somewhere in the description box or up somewhere in here. But the two little guys, it was amazing that they did survive some really brutal stabbing of their own father. And a month later, which is this month for Christmas, the medics. I want to say shout out to public safety, all of the medics, and from uh, abroad and near, surprised the two young boys. Was with Santa personally visiting them and dropping off beautiful Christmas gifts, and it was just so like a really, it was a good story. It was a really good story. It was one that warmed your heart. And those are the kind of stories that we kind of forget about. You know how sometimes you hear stuff in the news and you don't hear anything else about it, but it was the timing was perfect for me. I mean, to be honest with you, the timing was perfect, and they got surprised by the medics who all had aid in that day a month ago, where they had got injured really bad and almost did not survive. The medics all came together. Again, it's all about togetherness. They came together and surprised these two young guys with toys and Santa. And there was one lady in particular, I didn't actually get her name, but she started this you can fund you what is it called, I'm sorry, I'm going blank. You can fund.com for the family. So they got all kinds of bells and whistles, and a beautiful story. I loved it. And again, I'll try to put the link somewhere so you guys can actually see it. The second story was right here in the DMV, was at Children's National Hospital. There was a couple who actually lost a baby uh, a year ago, again, a year ago, the day after Christmas. Okay. I don't know what it was due to, what the cause was, but what they wanted to do, what was so amazing, what they wanted to do was to give back to Children's Hospital. So for one whole year after the passing of them losing a child, and Children's Hospital actually taking care of that baby, they saved up $20,000 and they gave it back to Children's Hospital. So that money can go back to helping other children. Now, I'm about to tear up you guys for real, because much as we can say in this world today, it is just so much going on, and so many adversaries, and we all have different opinions and things around the world. Just so terrible. Sometimes take a look in your own backyard and you'll find beautiful stories. You'll see beautiful things that's happening right before your eyes, and in the event that you don't get it, or it's not happening where you are, come check it out right here at Beautiful Stories right here on YT, and I'll tell you all about it. I'll tell you what's going down right here in the DMV in DC. Okay. But you can also check that out at what is it, the Day in the DMV. They may have it on fox5.com. I know I'm a little over my 5 minutes, but I have two more things that I wanted to kind of top stories about the two young boys who got their surprise gifts, and about the couple who donated $20,000 that they had saved to give back to Children's Hospital. It all happened right here, right here, right here, right here. Where the White House is, and the Black Museums. If you haven't been here, or you've been wanting to come here, or you've been here, I say come on back and visit us. Just come on back and visit us. We're some good people. This is one of the best places to actually live. There's no sacred place, but this is one of the best places. It's an expensive place, but it's one of the best places you can actually live and actually have fun. So I invite you guys to come back if you haven't. All right. I'm a DC native. However, and thirdly, I'm on number 3, right? Yeah, one a little bit past my time. I really don't want to kind of throw this out there, but I am. I have to. Let's talk about my hijab, and I'm gonna be real short with that. I get questions a lot, not here on YT, but I get questions about why do I wear hijab. I do respect the Muslim, what their beliefs are, their religion, what they practice. I do know quite a few Muslims, and different kinds of Muslims. But for me, I wear hijab, and hijabs were made for Muslim women. They were also, and I'm going to say, if it's safe to say, primarily made for Christian women. Okay, initially, but no disrespect whatsoever. But I think it's so disrespectful when people ask me, why are you wearing a hijab? Sometimes I don't want to do my hair days, but most importantly, I am a Christian. I go to a non-denomination church, the City of Praise. Shout out to them. And I wear hijabs, and where I practice, there's just it's just it's just diversity there. Nobody judges, nobody looks at what you got on, or what your belief is. It's an open door, and we try to keep an open book for everybody, if that makes sense. But yeah, I think it's really offensive when people ask, why you wearing a hijab. It helps me, I got off the subject to stay mindful of my covenant with the God that I serve, if that makes sense. And it all started BC with Christian women. If you've read the Bible, please read. All I want to say is just read, okay? Just read. But no disrespect to sisters out there who are actually Muslims, but for those who don't know, hijabs are not just for Muslims. Okay, just wanted to clear that up. All right. Now, last but not least, um, let's talk about um, if you want story time. Guess what? Naturally Fantastic don't do story times, but here we go. And I'm sorry, you guys. I don't do story times. This is my story time. I don't read books. I think they should be read to children. And if you do have a story, make it important. Make it something that people actually want to listen to, or whatever the case may be. So hopefully, my story time here for all you viewers, and I noticed that there are a lot of views playlists that are old throwbacks that people are just actually viewing. And if you're just viewing and you're not commenting, you're not subscribing or anything like that, stop viewing. Please, just, or if there's something that you want to see or something that you want to know about, just comment and let me know. That's the only way I'll know. And I have pretty thick skin, but I'm very easy to get along with. I'm a happy go getter. I'm a really good person, if that makes sense. And um, just stop viewing if you're not going to comment. That's the only way I'll know if you like what I'm doing, if you don't like what I'm doing, or if you want to see something more, if you're not interested, just say, hey, girl, look, that's boring. And, I want you to do this, or I would like to see you to do that. But for the most part, I am going to do me. And like I said, right here on Beautiful Stories, this is the only time you will see it on Hangouts, where I'll bring stuff up close and personal to you. So I'm gonna say deuces. I'm out. I'm glad you guys have had a happy Christmas, and your new year, your 2017, be in good health and good wealth. And I hope you all prosper and do well in all your endeavors. But I'm going to say I'm out. Thanks again for watching Naturally Fantastic, and I'll see you again.